19 days later, I took a test and it was positive. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you guys are healthy and safe and well. I know everyone's waiting on this video, but before I get started, if you are not already, press subscribe down below. Along with that, hit the bell notifications link so you know when a new video is going live. Okay, so today we have a little life update Q&A slash, I made an announcement the other day, so everyone has a million questions. So today we're just gonna do a little chit chat, totally random. I had you guys submit random questions on Instagram to ask, just to like catch up, because I know videos have been a little slow. Just a lot has been going on between Lux's house and some new things are going on, so I figured we'd just catch up, a little chit chat. So Shayma's behind the camera. She's gonna read you guys questions to me and I'm just gonna answer. Before I get into that, if you are new here, my name is JaLisaEVaughn Jefferson. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Went to school at Syracuse, graduated from Syracuse, and moved to Dallas, Texas to work in IT. Worked in IT for a couple of years and blogged slash did influencing on the side, and then ended up taking the full leap into full-time entrepreneurship, and blogging and influencing, and then everything has just kind of gone from there. So if you want more than that, there are 1,000,001 videos down below that you guys can catch up on, but just wanted to give like a slight intro as to that. So let's just get started.
How are you doing?
How am I doing? I am doing good. So before I even get into that, actually, I'm pregnant again. Surprise. So before I just be like, yeah, I was sick, blah, blah, blah. How am I doing? I feel great now. Between Lux's house launch, being early pregnant, it was a lot. And then this time of the year is often the busiest time of my year because of influencing being, the holiday time being like our Super Bowl. So this year has been insane. God has been doing amazing things, but it's also been a lot. So I've been a bit overwhelmed, but I'm finally now coming out of that. Really just learning how to like pace myself, hold everyone on the team accountable, everyone to doing their roles, and just really making sure that we operate like a machine so no one is overburning themselves out. So I feel okay now. Did I feel like this about 2 months ago? No, I was overwhelmed and I was like, I'm about to say screw all of it, we're not launching Lux's house. But it was just one of those times where it was just like, it's so much going on, I can't even keep up. But I feel good now. I'm coming out of the sick phase of pregnancy, and I was not as sick as I was this time with Harper. So that was new for me, to like not be able to do things when you want to be able to do things. That was fresh. Huh?
I think you said that backward. I was not as sick this time as I was. You were more sick this time.
I was more sick this I was more sick this time than I was with Harper. So being forced to be able to like, or being forced to have to sit down and not do the things that I want to do and work as hard as I want to work was like really, really frustrating and getting to me. But now we're good. I'm learning how to rest and take naps and do those kind of things, and really just say screw everybody and tend to myself. So we're doing good.
Can we see the pool?
Oh yeah, I haven't done a pool video.
No, because the full, guys, you haven't seen a pool video because the full backyard isn't done.
Right, that's true. Okay, so landscaping gets done this week. So we'll show a quick little clip of the full pool and backyard area, because I guess we haven't shown anything. We don't have all the furniture out there, but I'll just show you guys what it looks like now. We've been loving it. The full pool heats up and the hot tub. So although we were hoping to be able to enjoy it during the summer, we still are able to get in there when we warm it up, and Harper's been loving it. So really happy about that.
How is Harper doing? She's on the move, we see.
She's doing great. She is like, I think I just thought that we had a lot more time to like baby-proof the house, and someone's at the doorbell and the dogs are freaking out. I thought we had a lot more time to baby-proof the house and like just prepare for like her getting older, and she kind of did it like a lot of months before that. So we're kind of like playing catch up now, because when I tell y'all, She literally will be on one side of the house and will like blink and she's like by the front door, by the garage. It's crazy, like she sprints. But she is perfect. To this day, she'll be 11 months next week and she's never been sick. She hasn't had any like major issues or like mishaps or like accidents or anything like that, which I thank God for, because he also probably knows that I wouldn't have been able to handle any of that. But she's just a healthy, happy baby. She's teething right now, so she has like 3 teeth coming in at one time. So she is like struggling with that and just really, really fussy and clingy to me. And I don't know if that's also because I'm pregnant. And you know, babies babies know stuff. Babies probably know more than we know. So she's been really, really clingy to me and just fussy, but it's only because of her teeth, because she's not a fussy baby at all. So when she's fussy, we know something's wrong, and we can see them like protruding through. So praying that she gets through that fast, because seeing her like in pain, and I'm just thinking of like adult toothaches, and like when you have a toothache, it feels like your entire body aches. So it's hard to watch her have to go through that, but we all have to go through it so we can have teeth. So I'm just trying to console her through it and let her lay on me, and if I have to shut a work day down, I do that. Send everybody home. If you just want to sit with mom and be with mom, that's fine. But other than that, she's doing perfect. She is like the best baby ever. Like, and I know every mom probably says that, but she literally is the best baby ever.
What is the height difference between you and Corey?
So random. Corey is 6'9", and I am 5'4.5". So it's a big height difference. It's a very big height difference. And it's interesting because Harper is in like the 50th percentile height range. So she's like right in the middle of like where she should be. So I'm very interested to see, like, as she grows, like, is she going to be closer to his spectrum or mine or right in the middle? We don't know.
What do you use for Harper's eczema?
So it actually hasn't been as bad as it was when she was a baby. We keep her lathered in Aquaphor day in and day out. We've also been using Aveeno baby products, and then occasional oatmeal baths. So those help a lot. And when we do her baths, we do grinded up oatmeal and coconut oil, and just let her sit in there. It looks crazy, but it helps so much, and her skin is just so like rejuvenated after. So that has helped a lot, and just keeping her moisturized at all times. Obviously there are some like patches that like you just have to deal with, but keeping her moisturized has helped tremendously. Like, everybody always talks about Harp being greased up. We literally keep her that way so that it doesn't irritate her. She also has this thing where like when she gets frustrated, she scratches the back of her neck, and like, I don't know if it's because the eczema is there or that's just a spot that she just does, but she like, when she's mad and if she's not moisturized, she will scratch her skin off. So we make sure to keep it like greased up at all times, just because that's just kind of her thing. When she's upset, like, you know how babies just have a thing that they do? She'll scratch the back of her neck.
Do we have a theme for Harper's first birthday, and what is it?
We do, but I'm not telling you guys. You'll see it, because this is the thing. I know a few videos ago I may have said I'm not having a birthday party because she's 1 and she's not gonna remember it and blah blah blah, but she's the best baby ever, so why would I not throw her an extravaganza? It's just rude at this point. So yes, we are doing it, and we are doing it big for her first birthday, and I'm really excited. Because at first I thought she was like not really gonna understand what's going on, but my baby loves a show. So like, I'm gonna throw her a show. But well, there will be a video, so you guys will see that.
How did you tell Corey you were pregnant?
Guys, I said next baby, I'm gonna do something so crazy where he is like blown away and in total shock. I went and peed on the stick, and I was shocked, and Shay was here and my cousin was here, and I ran in the room and I told them, and I was like, all right, what can I do to tell him? He was literally upstairs in his media room, and I was like, what can I do to tell him? I can't sleep on this. I can't do this. He'll know something's up. He'll know something's wrong. So I just went in the media room and handed him the pregnancy test, and that was it. I can't hold these things. And you know what the man said? I already knew that. That's why I'm not doing nothing. because he would ruin it by doing that. He was like, I know what I did. Like, what? So, yeah. I just went in the room and told him, and that was just it. I mean, he was ecstatic, but he was just like cocky, like, I already told you what was gonna happen. I'm like, no.
How do you and Corey still find time to keep the spark and be intimate?
We find time. We find time.
They're pregnant again.
Yeah, I mean, it works. We do know that. Basically by me sticking to a schedule and basically telling the team, like, I have a family and I want to be present. So we need to get this done in these hours. And I'm going to spend time with my husband. That's just it. So y'all can stay here if you want and babysit while we go out, but we're out of here. And everything needs to be cleaned up and straightened up because this is still a home. So really just always reiterating that, one, this is still a home. My family didn't sign up for this. Like, this is not something that they like opted into. So I want to make sure that work is work and home is home and family time is family time, not family time plus work plus everybody plus all that. So just sticking to a schedule and making sure that we have date nights. My husband is somebody who, like, he likes to get out and do stuff, but he also likes to stay at home and chill with just us. So, like, we make it work. We don't have, like, I know, like, some couples have, like, every Thursday we do this, or every Wednesday we do this, or, like, planning sex and all that. We just get it in where we fit in, and if we feel like going out, we go out. If we feel like cuddling up in the media room, we do that. And it just works for us.
Any advice or suggestions for young adults, like a 23-year-old trying to be on their own?
You just have to do it. I know y'all hate when I say that, but you just have to do it, because overanalyzing and overthinking and going over rehearsing things in your head a million times is only going to stall you. So you just have to jump. I moved to Dallas and I knew one person in the whole city, and I was 22. I think I was 22 or 23. One person. My family was hundreds of miles away. Thousands of miles. Anyways, they were up north and I was in Texas. And I just had to do it because I feel like you never know until you just fully take the leap. And if you have the comfort of your family and the comfort of, you know, just having a backup and all that kind of stuff, it only cripples you. So you just have to take the leap and just do it and say, God, I'm gonna trust you on this. I know that this is gonna grow me, and not expect everything to be perfect. Like, failure is a part of the plan. Like, everyone keeps asking me, like, how did you get here? And how did you do this? And because I failed a lot. I tried a lot of things and I failed at a lot of things, which caused me to be able to reroute and get to the right thing. So, like, you have to know failure is something that's gonna happen and embrace it. And uncomfortability is the best place to be. Like, uncomfortability is the best thing that could possibly happen to you. And embrace it and be like, because with me, if I'm comfortable, I'm like, I gotta shake things up a bit because this feels too safe. It feels too safe and it feels too easy. And that's even now in my life. So, like, influencing was doing its own thing. I'm like, I need to start a business. I need to do something that causes me to be uncomfortable and out of my comfort zone. And I've only grown to be my most comfortable being uncomfortable. And I think that has caused me to be where I am in life. So just take the leap and do it and figure it out along the way, because you won't know the whole step. You won't know each step. You literally will take one, figure it out. Take another one, figure it out. Take another one, figure it out.
What are ways that you give back?
Well, one, Corey and I both donate to different churches and different programs. He knows, I don't really know about a lot of the ones that, like, he'll say, like, you know, this program is taking these kids abroad to do this. Are you cool with us giving this number to them? So there are just different things that we give money to. And then we just like randomly blessing people. So that's just something that we both enjoy. And I'm so grateful that I married someone who's just like, let's go pay so-and-so's rent for the year, and let's go drop this off to this pastor and just tell him it was because we're thinking of him, or let's just do this. So I am so grateful that I married a giver, because I can only imagine if we both weren't the same way, like the tiff that we would probably get into, like, no, that's way too much, or like, no, you can't do, we just did this. So that's just how we are. And then especially around the holiday seasons, we're that couple that goes to the grocery store and takes care of whoever's at the register, or like whatever. So there are different ways that we give back. A lot of it is on a whim, but yeah.
How do you prioritize God?
because I don't have any other option. I don't know. I don't even know where to start with that question, but literally there's no other option. My entire platform, my entire being, my entire everything would be nothing without him. He gave it to me, and I believe that if he felt like it, he could just take it away at any given point. All of it, just wipe it away. So I have no choice but to prioritize him above everything, everyone, everything I have, all of that. It's also all I know. God has proven himself to me. Yes, I'm a church kid. Yes, I'm born and raised Kojic, and I've been in the church, but he has proven himself to me, JaLisa, countless times, literally time after time. So there is no other way.
How do you find a therapist? Mine retired and I'm struggling to find anyone.
Therapyforblackgirls.com. There is a directory on there with every city, every state, a directory for therapists there. If you don't find one on there, you can contact one of those therapists, and a lot of them have other therapists in their network. Because therapy is like becoming more of a like not taboo, a lot of them are booked. A lot of them are at their capacity for client intake. You still got to understand they are human, and they can only do but so much because again, they also have lives. So you just say, I understand that you are to capacity, but can you recommend other therapists in your network? And again, you try them out because not everyone fits everybody. So you're not gonna get this magical therapist who's gonna like fix all your issues and like be the first. Like you have to, if it doesn't work, you try somebody else and say, you know, I didn't feel my most comfortable here. Let me talk to someone else and just see if, you know, my comfortability and the way that I communicate is different here. So you do sometimes have to date around. I had 2 therapists before I found the one that I'm with now. And that just happens. You just have to be open to like being flexible and like knowing that like there is no one size fits all for anybody. And I'm only saying that because I've heard a few people say like, you know, how did you find your perfect therapist? And it's like you have to try different ones to know.
Was baby number 2 planned?
Planned, but also surprised, but also planned. This is the thing. I told my husband because he was like, okay, so at this point, we're gonna start trying at this point. And I was like, you know, these things take time. They take time, they take a few months. Like, you know, it's not like a just you do it and then it happens. So I'm like, yeah, at this date, we cannot start trying, but stop preventing it. From that date, 19 days later, I took a test and it was positive. So for me, I was like, all right, these things take time. I probably got a few months into the new year, and then it'll happen. It'll happen like, you know, I have a few months of like wiggle room because it just doesn't happen for everyone like that. Not me, Fertile Myrtle. Took the man one try, and here we are. So surprise, but planned, but also surprise for me because I just thought I had a little bit more time.
Surprise for JaLisa, planned for Porsche.
Exactly.
What has been the biggest life/work challenge for you, and how have you overcome it?
That's hard. I think for me, learning how to take care of me has probably been the biggest thing because prior to being where I am, I was an extreme people pleaser, and I still to this day am somewhat of that, but I'm learning the opposite. Because I'm one of those friends who likes to solve everyone's issues and solve everyone's this and do this, and you know, as long as everyone else is fine, I'm good. And as you guys know, that can go left very, very quick, and then you're left depleted and drained because you're doing everybody else's stuff, solving everyone else's stuff, but you don't have anybody to go to dump to, or to vent to, or to help you with something, or to genuinely check, like, are you okay? Like, yes, I see you post this. Yes, I see you, you know, flourishing in this area, but how is your heart? And I think taking care of me has been something that I've had to like actively, like set alarms, like that type of actively check in on and do has been the hardest for me. Because even just with me having more than I've ever had, like I'm like, okay, so so-and-so is struggling here, so-and-so, you know, is struggling to pay these bills, let me just take care of it for the year, let me do this, and you can do that so much, and then you sit back and you're like, has anyone got me a cup of coffee this year? Like, has anyone done anything? And it hurts. Like, it makes you feel like, okay, so I'm doing all of this, going out of my way. Like, have it or not, I still don't have to do it. But I enjoy giving, and I enjoy taking care of my loved ones and relieving burdens and letting them know, like, if I got it, you got it. We all good, whatever, whatever. But that has been hard. And even just with working so hard, because I'm like, I need to work so that we're all good. Like, the whole team, I need everybody to be okay, all that kind of stuff. So working myself to the bone and not checking in with JaLisa is something that has, like, slapped me in the face a few times. Shayma, you always do this. She's literally crying behind the camera. I am pregnant. You can't. I'm on camera.
Sorry. I didn't know I was gonna cry. This is dumb. Jesus. Resolutions for 2022.
I haven't really thought about my resolutions, honestly. There are, like, smaller goals that, like, I have. Shayma. There are smaller goals that I have that, like, in my head I've set. I haven't, and this is probably an L on my part because we only have a month left in the year. I haven't sat down and written out my goals for the new year. I'm planning on somewhat taking the month of December off from, like, creating. Not creating, but from, like, brand deals and things, so that I can focus on the fun content and have time with family and stuff like that. So I plan to do it then, but I haven't set any extreme goals. Top of mind, obviously I have a new revenue goal that I wanna obtain. I have a number in my head that I want to be able to pay my team individually, based off everyone else's goals. I have just sticking to more of a work schedule, and being able to enjoy time with Harp and new baby, and
we're trying new restaurants.
Yes,
we're
trying new restaurants,
going to do things.
Going outside of the house.
We're gonna do
Everyone
things
literally makes this huge ordeal when I walk outside the house, and it could be like to go to the grocery store to get my eyebrows done. Everyone's like, "You're leaving the house?" Like, I don't. I literally.
No, we're literally like, "Please don't come back."
I stay in like, I don't know, I'm a homebody, but I think working at home and, like, doing everything that I do at home has made me even more of a homebody. And just being in a new house and, like, making sure that it's, like, comfortable and like people want to be here. It's made me want to be here even more. So, and of course the pandemic probably made it worse, but I'm like an extreme homebody now. But next year I want to get out and do more. I want to see my friends and, like, stuff like that, because there are friends that I haven't seen probably since my wedding, and they're right down the street. So I do want to get outside more. I want to take care of myself better, health-wise, and just treating JaLisa. And, like, my treating myself for the last year has been like, oh, let's just go buy a bag and go back to work. And I don't want to do that. Like, I actually want to be able to enjoy what God has done and, like, be able to, like, sit in it and rest in it and not work 24 hours of the day. And, like, you know, that those are the type of things that next year, while still having a revenue goal, but putting a schedule to that and, like, making sure that I'm still taking time for the things that are important to me.
Well, and on this note, how do you feel about the publicity that you've been receiving?
It's hard because, honestly, it's still very surreal. It's like a balance between being extremely surreal. I'm so grateful because this doesn't have to, like, I don't have to be recognized for these things. But on the same spectrum, it's like I'm doing the same thing I've been doing for the last 4 years. So to me, it doesn't feel any different, because I have been working on my craft and posting when nobody supported, and posting when I didn't have good engagement, and posting when, you know, no one really cared. So to me, I try not to let it get to my head, because for one, I'm doing the same thing I've been doing for 4 years. It's just being recognized now. But also being grateful that God has given me this platform and is allowing me to reach new people, to just inspire and encourage them to just trust Him a little bit more. So extremely grateful, but I know none of this is mine. It's all His. So I don't let it get to my head, because, like I said, He can take it all away in a heartbeat. So I try to keep my head down, like, God, thank you. This is all you. but I'm not gonna let it get to my head. Like, thank you for the articles, thank you for the publicity, but I'm on a mission, I'm on assignment still. That hasn't changed from when I started. So really just reminding myself of that. Like, that's cute and all them articles is nice, but this is still your same assignment from when I first gave it to you. So don't let that get to your head. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess we can do another one if you guys have additional questions. I didn't want to make it too long because I know my Q&As and my ranting and venting and stuff could get a little bit long-winded. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Yes, the mommy content is coming again. The pregnancy content, mommy content's been here. And yes, I'm going to do what I can to post videos. I know someone also asked, are we gonna get more videos like we did pre-baby? You're gonna get what I have the capacity to give because I am in this for the long haul, so I will not burn myself out for anyone or anything. So as I get the energy, as I get the spurts, I will give as much content and give it my all. But if I don't get to it, it's not because I don't love y'all, it's because I have a family and 2 businesses and a life to also live. So I love you guys. Leave video suggestions and questions and stuff in the comments down below. Peace out.